The top two teams in the Big North American Division face off at a Saturday matinee with girls varsity volleyball action here on YouTube as the Dumont Huskies visit the Fort Lee Bridgemen. Hello everybody and welcome inside the gymnasium. Rich Behan here with you today as we're just about to get started here, so we'll talk a little bit and then we'll talk as the match progresses. This matchup might be familiar to some people because it did already happen once this year. Back on March 20th, Fort Lee was at Dumont for that match. Fort Lee dropped that one 2-0, 25-17, 26-24. So John Ziemba and the staff hoping to come out of the gate a little bit stronger in this one today. Fort Lee on a two-match win streak. They're currently sitting at 8-3-1, 4-1 in the Big North. Percentage points behind Dumont, who's technically in first place, even though they're sitting at 5-3, 5-1 in the conference. And here we go as the serve will come towards the back line. Dug out there, tried to be pushed over, and instead falls down on the Fort Lee side. Serve goes more towards the middle this time. Casal puts it up and over, but it will be whistled down for a violation, so Dumont jumps out to the early 2-0 lead. Dug out there by Nutriwani, far side, just got to put it over. Huskies can try and set up towards the middle. That one hit up, over, and out. Tried to touch the end line there on the far side was the Huskies, but Fort Lee gets on the board and will get a serve. It'll be Schulman to rotate in and take that duty. Set near side. Dug out by the Bridgeman. Fort Lee puts it over and it will fall down. Heads up play there by Casey Ryu to get it over, and now this one is tied at 2. Near side and the diving try that time by Schulman, but it got on her too quickly. And the Huskies retake the lead here in the first 3-2. Back for the serve for Dumont, that's Joey Anko. And she'll get an ace out of that. The left-handed hit of Joey Anko falls down in front of Nutriwani, who made a good diving attempt on it. But that will be our first ace of the morning. And a nice decision to let that one go out of the back. That was by Nicole Coelho on the far side. She let that one go out. So now it's back 4-3. There's the serve from Ryu. Comes back near side, just has to put it over there. That's Valadakis. And then shoved back down. That's Nicole McHugh. Her first kill of the day, and now it's 5-3 Huskies. Fort Lee just got to get it over. That was Schulman to come up and do that duty. And that play whistled down and the point awarded to Fort Lee. This has been a fairly even first set, back and forth, back and forth. Currently sitting at 5-4 Huskies. That's serve from Nutriwani. Set down the middle. Huskies get it over. Down the middle, this time for Fort Lee. Nice dig there by Enko. And for a second play in a row, whistled down again. And the point awarded to Fort Lee. So now we're tied at 5 here in set 1. Vladilakis will try and recover and hit that one over. She can't. And that is 3 straight points for the Bridgemen, and that is just what they needed here to start this one. They take their first lead here in set 1. Set down the middle, hit over, and just too far past the end line. So now make that 4 straight points for Fort Lee. Set near side, hit over. Nice play by Schulman to keep it up. It'll come back down on the Fort Lee side after hitting the net, so they'll get a chance to play it again. Near side, tapped over lightly, kept up. Nice block near the front of the net. This is the longest volley we've had so far. And it continues. Near side, tapped over lightly and dug out by Ryu. Set, far side, whistled down. And for the first time tonight, a foul will go the call of the Huskies. And so now it is a 7-6 Bridgman lead. Here's Casey Conboy back to serve. And a miss hit there by Nutriwani will lead to the second ace here in set 1 for Dumont. That one ties this first set at 7. Serve goes to the far side this time. Kept up down the middle. Hit there off the top of the block. It'll come near side. Casal does a good job to get it over. Whistle down, and yet again, the point will be awarded to Fort Lee. There's Yushi Huang serving for Fort Lee. 8-7 Bridgman lead. Set down the middle, come light, tap in, got it over and down. Amy Diaz. 24 kills on the day coming into this one, make it 25. And the Bridgmen jump out to a 2-point lead again, 9-7. Vladilakis has to come up and hit that one. Gets it over. Fort Lee will just put it back the other way. Huskies struggling to get it over, and they're not going to be able to. 3 straight points for Fort Lee, now 10-7 the lead. Dug out by Yanko, comes near side, Vladilakis. Dig by Casal, nice play there. Down the middle, the set up and over. That was Diaz, tried to get the hit. As that one's going to be hit way too far past the back line. And chalk up another one for Fort Lee. It's 11-7, and that will lead to a Dumont timeout. Fort Lee fell behind a little bit early, but now storming back here in set 1, 11-7. We'll take a break and be right back. Have the timeout now. Fort Lee still serving with Yishi Wang. Side tapped over by Yanko coming from the back line. Set by Huang down the middle. Near side, Vladilakis Gets it over. Huang punches it up into the air, tried to get it to fall on the right side, but was not able to do that. And now the serve will go back to the Huskies at 11-8 now. Fort Lee still leads. There's Vladilakis with the serve. Far side just gets it over there. That's Murtaugh. Light tap kept up by Diaz. Comes back forward down the middle, and she'll get the kill. Amy Diaz registering kill number 2 here in set 1. Extends the Bridgman lead, now 12-8. And Nicole Coelho will check back in and serve. Play whistle down just another time here in the first set. So chalk another point up for the Bridgmen at 13-8. Dumont's had a rough time getting going here. Offensively, they've been whistled down for fouls a few times here in this first set, and another kill. That's Amy Diaz yet again. And she'll extend the lead 14-8 now for Fort Lee. And Coelho will get an ace. Miscommunication there on the Dumont side as it fell into a little Bermuda Triangle-esque area. And just like that, Bridgman 15-8 here in set 1. Now Zanko to hit that one over. Wang with the set, Diaz just punches. Near side, the lefty hit, kept up by Casal. Huang again sets down the middle for Diaz. A floater, and that one's going to fall down. The libero, Brenzel, got a hand on it, but deflected it backwards, and another point here as the Bridgmen will double the lead. It's now 16-8. Substitution here for Dumont as Gia Diaz will check in. And she'll get an ace. Hit only one time on the Dumont side and fell down in front of the net. So Coelho will keep on serving here for Fort Lee. Engo with the dig. She taps it over lightly. Huang is there. As Ryu just taps it up and over. Engo with a little bit of a more vicious hit this time, and it will go out of play. Tried to pick that back corner, couldn't do it. Bridgman lead swells to 10, now at 18-8. Down the middle and a miss hit into the net. That was Kaylee McQuaid. And Dumont is going to call another timeout, trying to figure things out. Bridgman up 19-8. We'll take a timeout with them and be right back. Bridgman 6 points away here from ending set 1. Up 19-8. Anko gets it over, dug out by Casal. And in the middle, just tapped over by Diaz. Huskies try to set something up. Here's a hit. Casal gets a hand on it. Comes up towards the front. Ryu trips it over. And they're going to get a point out of this. Tremendous effort by Fort Lee to get the ball back over the net. And you never know what'll happen when that happens. And just like that, Fort Lee has built a 20-8 lead here in set one. Anko, big hit, and that'll touch the back line. But that play was whistled down for some reason, and Fort Lee grabs another point. So finally, the Huskies do something right, but then commit a foul in the process. So it's Coelho still serving for the Bridgemen. Comes back for Anko near side. Tapped over, and just out here on the near side. What a tremendous dig that was on the back line. I thought that was up and over and touched in, and that would have been Fort Lee's luck here in set one. But serve will return back to Dumont, and it will be a miss hit into the net. That was McQuaid on the service error. So now Fort Lee has a chance with only 3 points they need left to end set one to do it here on this serve. Here's Anko, she'll come back, touch it. Wang sets down the middle for Diaz, hit over, kept up there. Down the middle, Diaz one more time, light touch. Tried to get it to fall, couldn't. Dumont gets it over. Wang will go far side for Ryu this time. She just pushes. Brenzel there to keep it up. Dug out. Wang puts it over. No good. Kept alive. Far side. That's going to be up and over off the nets there. That's in play. Touchdown, and what a play by Dumont. I believe that was Deja Mazura on the far side. Nice floor awareness there. And she'll get Dumont into double digits here, 22-10. As Casal hits it over and catches Vladilakis off guard. Heads up play by Luciana Casal. And now 23-10. It's a Fort Lee lead. Here's Schulman on the serve, and it will go out. Tried to serve it closer towards the net, but it was a miss hit that found its way out on the far side, so now it's going to be Anko back to serve for Dumont. Here's Wang down the middle. Casal will hit it over. Tapped arrow on the front line. Q. Hit down, diving dig there. What a play. Coming from the back line, Fort Lee. Schulman on the dig, the set down the middle for Wang, and it's going to be hit too far and out of the back. So Dumont's going to try and get on a little bit of a roll of their own here with back-to-back points. Now 23-12 here in set one. And that's going to be an ace. Both Schulman and Nutriwani there went for the dig. Schulman got most of it, however, and it deflected towards the bench. Now a 10-point lead for Fort Lee. The gap shrinks just a little, 23-13. And that one whistled down, a point awarded to Dumont. And Fort Lee's got a timeout to use, so they'll use it here. John Ziemba calls it 23-14. It's still a Fort Lee lead here in set one. Fort Lee just needs 2 more points to end the first set. But the Huskies have gone on a little bit of a run here to extend it. Schulman, a nice diving dig, and Casal lets it fall down. She thought it was going to go up and over the net. But now Dumont climbing back in slowly but surely, 23-15. Ango still back to serve. Dug out there by Nutriwani. Schulman tried to, that was Casal tried to hit it over, but it fell down in front of her again. Another point for Dumont, 23-16. Fort Lee's only concern here really now is just getting the ball back to them to serve. And a little bit of confusion there on the call. They'll award the point to Dumont on the service ace. Didn't know if the ball was going in or out, but they'll rule it in. 23-17. Anko again to serve, dug out. And another point here for the Huskies. They are on quite the roll, 23-18. That one's going to touch the top of the net and fall down in front of Casal. Another service ace here for Anko. And just like that, 23-19 will force another Fort Lee timeout. Bridgman still up by 4, but it's getting closer and closer. We'll step aside and be right back. Both teams now out of the timeout, 23-19. Fort Lee still leads this one, but it's getting closer and closer here in set 1. As Anko still back to serve for the Huskies, and that one's going to float up and over. So a good called timeout there by John Ziemba broke up the roll that Dumont was on, and now it's going to be set point here for Fort Lee. As Casey Ryu will be back to serve. Dug out near side, hit over, and out. So Dumont tried their best to climb back into set 1, but Fort Lee will eventually take it 25-19. Fort Lee up 1-0. They'll look to close it out here in set 2 when we return. Refs check the lineups here before we get started in set two. Fort Lee won the first set after a bit of a comeback by Dumont. Fort Lee only needed 2 points to close it out. And they'll get on the board here early in the second at 1-0. Fort Lee only needed 2 points to close it out in the first set. But then the Huskies ripped off about 6 to 8 straight points. But Fort Lee still able to come away with the set one victory. Casal hits that one over and down. Heads up play by Casal to put that one up and over. Found a hole in the defense. And this one's tied at 1. And that one will be an ace. That was Casey Ryu back on the serve. Miss hit by Dumont. So Fort Lee jumps out the early 2-1 lead in the second set. Dug out by Enko. Set up down the middle. Whistle down. And another point for Fort Lee. And I mean, this play has been whistled down now many times, and head coach for Dumont, Lauren Botetto, is letting the refs hear it now. Is that I've lost count. I mean, if I'm being honest, the play has been whistled down for a foul penalty at least 10 times here, costing really Dumont. But the ref saying, do you want me to change the rule? Which I don't think he can. So Dumont will have to figure it out, and they do a good job to grab a point there. They'll cut the Bridgman lead in half now, 4-2. Here's Anko back to serve for Dumont. She was the server when Dumont went on that 8-point run in the first set. And Fort Lee will miss-hit it on their side. So the Huskies grab another point, now 4-3. Dumont would like a very similar run to the run that Anko gave them in the first set. Off to a good start. Here's her second serve, dug out by Huang. Nutriwani gets it over. Down the middle. That hit kept up by Shulman. Nice play. Huang hits it, but Casal dove for it and tried to get it. And there was nobody on the near side for a Dumont point. Now tied at 4 here in set 2. And miscommunication on the Fort Lee side, that time by Ryu and Shulman. So yet another ace for Enko. Huskies grab 5-4 lead. That's their first lead since 1-0 here in the second set. Serve goes to the far side that time. Shulman kept it up. Putting it over was Nutriwani. Excuse me. That was Murtaugh on the far side. She gets it over yet again. Hits it over, kept up Huang. Casal. Will be Vladilakis to get it over. Casal hits it, but into the net. Casal's tried that a few times. Vladilakis was going to be there for the block anyway. But that will force a Fort Lee timeout. Huskies lead 6-4 early here in set 2. We'll step aside and be right back. Anko still back to serve for Dumont. As that one came up quickly on Nutriwani, she was able to get it over. It was Casal on the dive to keep it up, and then Nutriwani tried to get it up and over, but couldn't do it. Now 7-4 Dumont lead. Schulman keeps it alive. Casal puts it over. Fort Lee looking to stop the run here. Casal down the middle. Murtaugh's just going to have to punch it over. Set down the middle for Dumont to put it over. Down the middle, Huang, and that one whistled down. Huskies double the lead now, 8-4. If you're Fort Lee, you just have to get Anko off that service. Because whenever she's been back there, Dumont has gone on lengthy runs, and it will continue. Huang gave it the best effort to keep it up, but that's another ace for Anko. That's at least her fourth here in this match. Casal keeps it up. Huang will come over to put it over. Dumont to set up here on the near side. Dug out by Schulman. Down the middle for Huang. She comes up, blocked there. Fort Lee puts it over. Casal. Down the middle for Dumont. And they'll get the point. Nicole McHugh coming up for the kill. And now 10-4 the Huskies lead. Anko, that service will come for Huang. She digs it out, comes back for her, and hit down into the net. Play whistle down, 11-4. Dumont will grow the lead. Anko service, Schulman digs it out. Casal puts it up and over. Anko hits it by accident. And as soon as she hit it, she knew that was the wrong mistake. And now Fort Lee will get her off of the service line, and that's a big step in the comeback for the Bridgmen. And now it's Nutriwani back to serve. Near side hit over by McHugh. There's Casal, sets, Huang will punch it over and knocked back down. Huang maybe a little bit too light on the touch there. McHugh was there to bang it back down. And now it's a 12-5 Huskies lead. Casal pushes it up and over. Hit there by McHugh. Nice play to grab that one. And here Casal down the middle for Huang. She'll adjust and hit it too far out. It's still McHugh serving. Dug out by Ryu. Huang will put it up and then a miss hit. That time was by Murtaugh coming up. She tried to just lightly tap it over, miss hit it. And now the Huskies lead by 9 at 14-5. Schulman digs it out. Comes down the middle for Huang and she'll finally get it to go. Ishi Huang, big part of this team. Of course, 24 kills, 79 assists, and 8 digs coming into this one. So she'll grab another kill there to stop the run. And she'll now go back to serve. Anko on the dig near side, Vladilakis. Picked up by Diaz. Soft hit, Vladilakis was there. Dumont tried to put it over. Fort Lee was up to the task. Near side comes back for Vladilakis. Off the top of the net. Huang, far side, Murtaugh. Vladilakis again. Down the middle, Diaz. Up by Brenzel. And a miss hit by Fort Lee. Probably the longest volley we've had here in set two. Neutral one, he couldn't handle that one. And the lead grows back to a 9-point one. It's 15-6. That was Torobio on the serve. First time we've called her name today. Nice job to put down and dig that one out. And a good effort there by Fort Lee. Casal almost got it here on the near side, but Huskies now back to a 10-point lead at 16-6. Near side, Vladilakis. Punched over, Diaz keeps it up. Fort Lee can set it up. Here's Diaz again. Vladilakis one more time. Huang down the middle for Diaz. Floats it up and over. Dug out by Casal, but it goes up and over. Nice job to recover. Huang puts it up. She tried to confuse the defense up and over her head, but the Huskies just found a little bit of space here on the near side. Now 17-6, Dumont lead. Murtaugh just has to punch it over. Near side, Vladilakis. Wang. Blocked down. And that play whistled down and the point awarded to Dumont. And this is similar to the first set, but just the script flipped. Dumont jumping out to the big lead. Here's Diaz. Keeps it up. Vladilakis, and she'll get it to go. Fort Lee looking for a call, but does not get it. As now the lead for the Huskies swells to 19-6 here in set two. Well, we'll see if Fort Lee has a run in them similar to the one Dumont had in the first set to stop this one from going three. Down the middle, here's Diaz, light tap. Dumont kept it alive. Down the middle, Dumont again, pushes it towards the back. And Dumont able to keep it up for just a second. But Vladilakis couldn't get it up just enough. And now Fort Lee will get the chance to serve again. As Coelho will rotate back in. Coelho's serve goes to Vladilakis and hits the air duct here in the gym, but we play on. Here's Diaz down the middle. Dumont gets it over. Here's Huang, sets for Diaz again. Dug out there by Brenzel. It gets up and over the net, and then it will fall out of play for a Dumont point. Huskies now 20-7 here in set two, after Fort Lee won the first set. Dumont looking to tie it up. Down the middle, the set for Diaz again. Kept up by Brenzel. Nice play there. Near side, tapped over by Inco. Down the middle, Diaz. Light tap this time and gets it to go. Amy Diaz was going with a little bit more speed on the first few hits here in the second set. Decides to go light there and gets the point for Fort Lee. Now 20-8, it's Casal back to serve. Brenzel's dig will go up and over the net, but it'll work out. Well, usually that play never works out for the team that digs it out, and it goes up and over the net. But luck with Dumont that time, now 21-8 here in set two. Huskies on the serve, dug out, up and over the net, and a miscommunication there on the Dumont side between Missouri and McHugh. So Fort Lee will grab another point, 21-9. Dumont lead here in set two. Here's the serve from Schulman, and she'll get an ace. Diaz tried to come over and cut in front of that one, but couldn't play it. So now Fort Lee finally strings together a few points here since the early stages of set two. McHugh punched it up and over. Ryu will do the same, and she'll get it to fall. It's a great effort there by Gia Diaz on the Dumont side. Tried to dive and keep it up, but couldn't. So now 21-11, the Bridgemen shrink the lead to 10. Down the middle for McHugh, and she'll get it. Schulman tried to at least get a hand on it, tried to dig it to the side, couldn't. Now 22-11, a Dumont lead. Here's Missouri back to serve. And she'll get an ace. The miss hit there by Coelho, and now the Huskies just need two more here to send us to a decisive third set. Serve comes short. Wang's got to come up and dig it out. Goes up and over the net. Huskies can set up. Here's Schulman. She'll just put it over. Will set down the middle of McHugh, just has to touch. Schulman mishits. That was Casal, excuse me. Mishits that one, and just like that, a Huskies 24-11 lead here in set two. Set point to send us to the third. It'll come, nice play there to come up by Fort Lee. Keep it alive, hit over. Schulman on the mishit, Nutriwani does the same, and just like that, we will go to a third set. Fort Lee won the first, Dumont wins the second, and we will go to a decisive third set here from East Gymnasium. We'll take a break and be right back. You're listening to Fort Lee Girls Volleyball here on YouTube. into a decisive third set here from East Gymnasium. Rich Behan here with you. Fort Lee won the first set. Dumont won the second. And oddly enough, this is only the second time for both of these teams that they will play a third set on the season. Fort Lee, it happened to them, ironically, in their last game at Bergenfield. They wound up winning 2-1. And for Dumont, it was a little bit earlier in the season. It happened on March 24th. It was a win for them as well at Ridgefield Park. So both of these teams not used to going to a third set. We'll see what lies ahead here in set 3 as Diaz puts it up and over. On the near side, it's Anko. She'll hit it. Casal gets a hand on it, but that will be it. And for the third straight set, the Huskies will grab the first point and the lead 1-0. Dug by Huang on the serve. Here's Diaz down the middle, and she'll get it. So Diaz ties this at 1. As she'll rotate out to allow Schulman to come in and serve. Dumont just has to push it over. They will do just that. As Casal tries to hit it up and over her head, and unfortunately for her, hits it into the net. And now the Huskies lead 2-1. And this is the position that Fort Lee did not want to be in, even though they were only down by 1. But now it's Anko back at the line to serve. And as we've seen, when she's back at the line, it means a run for Dumont is incoming. Fort Lee will look to stop that. Here's down the middle, kept alive. Schulman on the dig. Nutriwani gets it over and down. A huge break for Fort Lee there as Nutriwani just dug it out and put it over, but found the empty space. Now tied at 2 here in set 3. It's Ryu on the serve. And whistle down again. Point awarded to Fort Lee. 3-2 lead now for the Bridgmen. Dug out by Brinzel. Up and over. It's Casal down the middle for Wang. Diving dig there. That was Anko. Nice play. That one hit up and over and out of play. Fort Lee extends the lead 4-2. And all sorts of miscommunication on the Dumont side. Brenzel dug it out originally, but then it was a combination of McHugh who couldn't get it over. So now Fort Lee jumps out 5-2 here in the decisive set 3. And whistle down again. Ryu low serve and gets it down. Brenzel tried to dive and dig it out, couldn't do it. Great serve by Ryu for an ace. And now it's 7-2 Fort Lee. Near side will come for Vlaladakis. And down. So Dumont grabs a point, 7-3 now. McHugh to serve. Kept up by Huang. Put over by Casal over the head. Almost worked. But Dumont able to get it back over. Here's Huang down the middle. She'll hit. Diving dig by McHugh. Vladalakis will try and get it over. Can't. Tremendous display there by Fort Lee. Will grow the lead to 8-3. Here's Nutriwani on the serve. It'll go to Enko. Near side, Vladilakis. Casal sets over the net, however, so Dumont will try and set it up. Near side, Vladilakis. And Nutriwani hit it. And visibly upset with herself there. If she let it go, probably would have went out of the back. But the Huskies get within 4, now 8-4, the Fort Lee lead. Torobio will rotate in to serve. Down the middle, here's Wang. And she just hit it out. Tried to pick that back corner, couldn't do it. So Huskies grab back-to-back points, now 8-5 here in set 3. Comes for Schulman, she dug it out. Whistle down and a point awarded for Dumont. And Dumont thought it was a timeout called by John Ziemba, but he was just asking what the foul was, what the penalty was. So we play on. Another serve for Torobio. Near side, Vladilakis puts it over, dug out by Ryu. Casal puts it over. Near side, Vladilakis one more time on the light tap. Here's Wang. And she gets the kill. So Diaz will rotate back in for Fort Lee. 9-6 the lead. Anko gets to that one near the back line. Vladilakis just has to punch it over. Fort Lee can set up, but Diaz just has to put it over on that side, and it'll work. That was a mishit by Brunzel near the back line. So Fort Lee grabs another point, lead now at 4. Wang down the middle for Diaz. Vladilakis again. One more time for Vladilakis. And she caught Ryu flat-footed. So Vladilakis has had her chances tonight. Gets that one to go. She'll go back to serve. Looking to close a 3-point deficit for the Huskies. Nutriwani will come up to dig. Down the middle. Nutriwani again. Huang sets for Diaz. Blocked at the front. That was McQuaid. Near side for Anko. Hits the roof. Careens a little bit. Fort Lee puts it over. Here's Anko one more time. Dug out Nutriwani. Anko, third time's the charm, and she gets it. So it was a tremendous effort by the Bridgemen. After that ball hit at least 3 things in the roof here in East Gymnasium. And John Ziemba will use a timeout, and that means so will we. Fort Lee leading here in the decisive third set, 10-8. Dumont still serving here as we get back underway. It's Vladilakis. Down the middle, Diaz just punches it up and over. And Dumont hits it on their side. Missouri just tried to hit it over, tap it with the left hand. Couldn't do it. Fort Lee now 11-8. This one's similar to the first set where we played pretty close. Up until right up around this point, Fort Lee then went on a huge run, and they'll look to do the same here in set 3 as Diaz gets the kill. There's Coelho for the serve. Tapped over lightly and finds some room on the far side. That was Kaylee McQuaid. Down the middle for Diaz. Enko will push it over. And so will Diaz, and she'll find some space. So at first, she was upset that she even hit it. But you never know what happens when you can get the ball up and over the net to the other side. So Fort Lee now 13-9 with the lead. There's Casal to serve. Down the middle, Dumont hits that too far out of the back. And that was McHugh. Now 14-9. 5-point Bridgman lead. Casal, that was Vladilakis who tried to dig it out, but Dumont keeps it up. Here's Swang. Puts it over, diving dig by Brenzel. Here's Diaz down the middle, Brenzel there again. Huang for Diaz one more time, light touch, and it falls. Missouri tried to dig it out, couldn't. That forces a Dumont timeout. Bridgman lead 15-9. We'll step aside and be right back. Casal still back to serve for Fort Lee. Almost gets the ace there, but Dumont able to put it over. Near side, here's Huang. Sets it far side for Ryu this time, but it goes over the net. Dumont tried to push it down, couldn't. We play on. Down the middle. And forced down. Huskies getting into double digits. Still a 5-point deficit at 15-7. So here's Missouri. Digs by Huang. Down the middle, Diaz. And she gets another kill. Amy Diaz far and away has been the best player for Fort Lee here this morning. She shows it yet again. She'll rotate out, however. Schulman comes in to serve. And on the missed dig is Vladilakis, and another point, another ace for Fort Lee. And for Schulman. Schulman's serve goes for Enko. Down the middle, touched over there. And forced back down. Heads up play by McHugh. She'll grab the kill and grab the serve back for the Huskies. 17-11, Bridgman still lead. Looking for that magic number 25 or win by 2. Here in set 3. Dug out by Nutriwani. Huang puts it up and over the shoulder. Vladilakis able to put over. Here's Ryu. Brenzel on the dig. Near side Vladilakis again, but she'll hit that way too far. Had a little bit too much under that one. Another point for Fort Lee, now 18-11. Serve for Ryu, dug out by Brenzel. Near side, Vladilakis puts it over. Here's Casal, down the middle for Huang. Here's McHugh. Diving dig, what a play. Huang puts it up and over, finds room on the far side corner. A momentum builder there for Fort Lee. They're trying to be the first one to get to 20. 19-11 now, the lead over Dumont. Forces yet another timeout by Lauren Botetto. Fort Lee 4 points away from 6 points away, from victory at 19-11. It's been a tremendous one so far here today from East Gymnasium. Fort Lee pretty much had the first set tucked away, and then Dumont went on a pretty deep run of about 8 points. Got them closer, but Fort Lee was able to close it out. And then after that, Dumont came back, and the second set was a more decisive second set for Dumont. They took that one, tied it up at 1, and now here we are in set 3. Now, both teams really looked like they were playing their best volleyball, and now Fort Lee has done a tremendous job to put an 8-point cushion here in between them and Dumont. So it's still Ryu back serving for the Bridgmen. Serve will go for Brenzel. Huskies have to put it over. Here's Ryu. Casal down the middle for Huang. Here's McHugh. Diving dig there, and it will go out of play. Murtaugh might have had a chance to get there, but it just went up onto the scorer's table. So Dumont grabs a point. Serve came from McHugh. Down the middle, Huang. Diving dig by Enko. Near side, Vladilakis. Middle one more time for Huang. Light hit, and she gets it. Huang changed up on the speed there. Caught Dumont by surprise, now 20-12. Here's Nutriwani to serve. Enko on the dig. Heads up play by Dumont. That was Missoura. Was there to force it over with the left hand. She did that the last time, or tried to at least. Didn't get the point, but gets it here. And return serve back for Dumont. It'll be Torobio to rotate back in. She'll do the honors. Dug out by Ryu. It'll hit the net and fall down. So that one got on Ryu pretty quickly. Huskies back within 6. Serve will come this time for Huang. Casal puts it up and over and gets it to fall. Off of Vladilakis and out of play. 21-14. Fort Lee grows the lead. Nice hit dug by Enko. It'll come back up and over And then miscommunication on the Fort Lee side. Huang ran into Casal by accident. And that's now a big opportunity for Dumont here to try and grab some points. It's Vladilakis, Nutriwani on the dig, and it'll fall down in front of Diaz. So still a 5-point lead for Fort Lee. There's Casal down the middle for Diaz. She'll lightly touch it, but then forced back down by Kaylee McQuaid. Right place, right time. 21-17 now. The Huskies have crawled back in. Timeout by John Ziemba, timeout by us as well. We'll be right back. Here in a decisive set 3, Bridgman lead 21-17. Vladilakis still serving for Dumont. Here's Diaz down the middle, light touch, kept alive by Missouri. Up and over, forced back down by Dumont and finds some space. It's McQuaid yet again, in between Nutriwani and Casal. Just like that, Huskies within 3. Here's Casal, sets down the middle, Diaz readjusts. Dumont kept it alive for just a second, but then falls back down. Fort Lee, a huge point there to break it up now 22-18, and they're just looking for 3 more to put this one on ice. Here's Coelho to do the honors, diving dig by Brenzel. And we'll wait for the call. And they eventually say that the point will be awarded to the Huskies. So another opportunity goes by the wayside for Fort Lee. Looked like they might have had that one. But they'll look to battle back here again. Bridgman down the middle, Diaz. Kept up for just a second, and they'll get the point. Maybe a little bit of karma there for Fort Lee. I'll grab that one now 2 points away, 23-19. It's Casal to serve. Vladilakis on the dig, near side. Here's Anko. Huang for Ryu. She'll readjust, put it over. Hit up off the top of the net. Diaz is there. It'll come back for her. Hit down. Diaz gets it over. Nice defense there by McHugh in the front. McHugh hits it again and finds some space. On the near side, Casal couldn't get there in time. Now 23-20. Missouri serving for the Huskies. Here's Casal down the middle. Diaz. Diving dig by Brenzel. Put over. One more time. Here's Diaz. Forced down by McHugh. Dumont sets up. McHugh down the middle. Kept up by Ryu, and Huang tried to put it up and over, but hits it into the net. The lead now 2 for the Bridgmen, 23-21. Missoura's serve goes for Nutriwani. She digs it up and over and forced down. Nicole McHugh there to put it back down on the Fort Lee side. And the lead shrinks to 1. For Nutriwani again, here's Casal, puts it over. Diving dig, hit up and over, but out of play. Brunzel gave the best effort on the Dumont side, but Fort Lee able to grab the point. And now it'll be match point for the Bridgmen at 24-22. Here's Schulman. Fort Lee looking to end it. Here's Zanko. Dumont gets it over. Casal forces it. Brunzel. Near side. Here's Zanko to put it over. Schulman. Casal down the middle for Huang. Here's McHugh. Huang one more time. Kept up for just a second, and that is how this one ends. Dumont able to close the gap here in set 3, but it's not enough as Fort Lee takes the third set 25-22, and they'll take the match 2-1. Fort Lee propels themselves into first place in the Big North American Division. They'll switch places with Dumont, who falls to 5-4 on the season as the Bridgmen improve to 9-3. That'll do it for us here from East Gymnasium. Thank you so much for watching. For Rich Bien and all the crew here at Fort Lee, we say so long, have a good day, and we'll talk to you next time.